Okay, I see that we are recording and we are live, and Mr. Q has just given me the all systems go.
Hello?
All right, here we go. Welcome everyone to the
Yes.
special city commission meeting,
Hi, how are you?
special virtual city
Hold on a
commission
second.
meeting.
Madam Mayor,
Yes, sir.
for a minute, I have an emergency call on the other line, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
I will mute the attorney and we'll continue with roll call. So welcome everyone to the special city commission meeting, virtual meeting of West Miami. Today is Wednesday, September 23rd, and it is 5:03 p.m. Madam Clerk, if you will please read into record the instructions to participate in our Zoom video conference meeting.
Yes, Madam Mayor, good evening. The City of West Miami is holding the Zoom virtual meetings via Zoom, as I said, https://zoom.us/j/3255236059. If you want to connect via phone, you should dial 1301-715-8592. When you connect, a machine will ask you for the meeting ID. Then dial 325-523-6059, followed by a pound sign. Wait a few minutes until the host accepts and gives you access to the meeting. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Commissioner Blanes, would you do me the honor of leading us in the Pledge of Allegiance, sir?
I pledge allegiance to the flag
The flag
of the
of the
United States of
America
and to
and
the
to the
republic
republic for
for
which it stands,
one
one
nation,
nation,
under God, indivisible,
indivisible, with
liberty
liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Commissioner. Madam Clerk, let's go ahead with the roll call while we're waiting for the attorney to return.
Yes, Madam Mayor, item 2, roll call. Mayor Rhonda Rodriguez,
Present.
Vice Mayor Eric Diaz-Padrón,
Here.
Commissioner Candida Blanca, present. Commissioner Juan Blanes,
Present.
present. And Commissioner Luciana Suarez is excused this evening. Madam Mayor, you have a quorum.
Thank you. And I just see the attorney is back, present with us. So we will continue with the next item, please, on the agenda.
Item 3, public comments.
Is anyone signed up or is present for public comments? I don't see anyone waiting in the waiting room, or anyone signed up for public comments, Madam Clerk?
None as of this time, Madam Mayor.
Okay. Welcome, Major Delgado.
Thank you.
Let's continue, Madam Clerk, with the next item on the agenda, please.
Item 4, special agenda items. Item 4A, a resolution of the Mayor and City Commission of the City of West Miami authorizing the city manager to execute that certain memorandum of understanding between the City of West Miami and the Dade County Police Benevolent Association, PBA, provided that it complies with the Coronavirus Aid, Relief, and Economic Security Act, CARES Act, reimbursement process, providing for an effective date.
Thank you. Who's taking this one?
I believe you have a motion on the table, Mayor. I don't know whether you want to hear on this item before you take it to a vote.
We have a motion already? Did I miss something?
I believe Commissioner Blanca is.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I wasn't looking. I apologize. I was looking at my agenda.
Mute. I am on mute.
Yes, I unmuted you, Commissioner. Go ahead, please. What, Commissioner, if you'd like, before your motion, if I could have the manager or the chief speak to this, and then I'll take your motion. Is that okay with you?
That's fine with me.
Wonderful. Okay, manager or chief, go ahead.
Chief, can you talk a little bit about
Yes.
the issue of the vote
Yes.
involving this matter? And then I'll take the issue on the financial component.
Yes, ma'am. Good afternoon to all. The PBA had a vote this week in reference to this issue, the CARES Act, and they had a unanimous decision to approve or ratify by the membership. The CARES Act, as I'm sure all of you have read already, it's 1% that is being issued to law enforcement or frontline officers, if you will, for being out there during these times with the COVID and handling, their police duties out there and putting themselves in danger. And this was approved by the CARES Act, if you will. And Miami-Dade County apparently received the funds, and they're in charge of dispersing the funds throughout all the law enforcement agencies for their work during these unfortunate times.
Thank you,
Okay.
Chief. Madam Manager, you
So-
want to speak to the finances of that?
Yes, to add to that, we have already filed with Miami-Dade County an estimate of dollars involved with honoring this 1%, provided that it will be, if you approve it, we will, I would appreciate your taking into consideration approving it with the understanding that it will be paid to the officers for as long as we have guaranteed that it will be reimbursed by CARES. Right now, we have on the job under CARES, we have this project approved. However, there's been some modification to the language. And based on that, our initial assessment was that the city was on the hook for $17,000 to be reimbursed by CARES. But because there was a change in the memorandum of understanding language between the PBA and all of the municipalities that are dealing with this, the amount has been reduced to $11,721 because it had to be only payable to those officers who were out there in the front lines and not for those sitting at home, either on sick leave, on COVID leave, or on any type of annual leave or comp time. You had to physically be out there on the road. So we went out and asked Major Delgado and the chief to go ahead and revisit the payrolls, and he came up with a revised amount. So we would be on the hook for $11,721, and that has been approved by CARES. Now, do we have a check in hand? The answer is no. But as soon as we are given the green light, we will pay these monies that have a period of time involved, which is April 1st of 2020 through November 30th of 2020. Am I correct with those dates, Chief?
I'm checking right now. I believe it's March.
It is March through December.
March through December.
But there was a change in the timeline. And I was hoping Axelrod would be in this conversation. He advised that he would.
According to the MOU says March 1st
Mhm.
through
Okay.
December.
I mean, it doesn't have a material impact on the amount of money, whether it's March 1st through November 30th or April 1st through November 30th. I mean, the amount is what it is, the 1% retroactive for these payrolls.
I believe the calculation was done from March 1st, correct,
March
Major?
1st.
Yes, the calculation was done from March 1st through December.
30th.
Okay.
Correct.
Okay, so that pretty much is it. What you have before you in the agenda packet is the last version of the memorandum of understanding. The 1% is also subject to Florida retirement system benefits, and all pension costs associated with the adjustment shall also be reimbursed by Miami-Dade County under the CARES Act. So that's pretty much my, what I wanted to just put into the record.
Thank you, Madam Manager. Are there any questions? I know I have a motion on the table, but I want to know if there's any questions for the manager or the chief from my vice mayor or from Commissioner Blanes? Okay. I see no questions. I have a motion on the table. I need a second.
Second.
Thank you. Call the vote, Madam Clerk?
Yes, Commissioner Blanes, how do you vote? Commissioner Blanes,
Yes.
Commissioner Blanca,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Diaz-Padrón,
Yes.
Mayor Rodriguez.
This money is well-deserved by the men and women of our tremendous department, and I wholeheartedly vote yes.
4-0, item passes.
Thank you. Next item.
Next item is the public hearing and final budget for fiscal year 2020-2021. Item 4B, submission of the final city budget for fiscal year 2020-21 by city manager.
Go ahead, Madam Manager.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. After the tentative budget hearing process, we went ahead and proceeded in placing our ads in the newspaper. On Sunday, September 20th, our city, along with like 5 other cities, published their budget summary ad and our notice of tax increase, which basically puts into perspective what we're doing with the millage rate. And the millage rate staying flat as tentatively adopted was advertised in that fashion. You have all been provided with a copy of the budget ad, the formula that was used in both ads. Those formulas were approved by the Division of Retirement, and also the newspaper met all the publication guidelines that are set in our trim calendar. There have been no further changes to the budget as of this date. The millage promises to stay at 6.8858, which includes 1 mil for the recreation center as prescribed by ordinance 133. The total budget for your general fund, again, is $7,932,630. That will leave the city with a balanced budget and a reserve in the amount of $315,273 as proposed for the fiscal year starting October 1st, 2020 through September 30th, 2021.
Thank you, Madam Manager. Seeing as this is a public hearing, I will open the public hearing at this time. Madam Manager, has anyone registered to speak during the public hearing?
You mean Madam Clerk?
I mean, Madam
don't know of
Clerk.
any.
Madam Clerk, Madam Clerk, I'm sorry, Madam Clerk.
No, Madam Mayor, not as of this time.
And I see no one requesting to join the meeting. So I will close the public hearing and I will take it to the table for any questions or comments to the manager. Okay. Madam Clerk, can you read the resolution, please?
Yes, the public hearing was item C, which was public hearing and final budget 2020-21, which has been covered. Item 4D, resolution of the city of West Miami, Florida, establishing the 2020 final millage rate upon all real and personal property within the city limits for the payment of the amount appropriated in the 2020-2021 final budget.
Okay, I need a motion.
Motion.
Thank you. I need a second.
Second.
Thank you. Call the vote.
Yes, Commissioner Blanes, how do you vote?
Yes.
Commissioner Blanca,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Diaz-Padrón,
No.
Mayor Rodriguez,
Yes,
3-1, item passes.
thank you. Next item.
Item 4E, resolution of the city of West Miami, Florida, adopting the 2020-2021 final budget.
I have a question of clarification, if you would, Madam Mayor.
Yes, sir, go ahead.
Just, we all know this because we've all had these meetings with the manager and it's been presented, but I just want to clarify for the record. When you look at the budget, there's there's a small decrease in the total budget for the police department from last year to this year. And if the manager or the chief, I think the manager would be more suitable to answer the question, would explain why that is. And I just want to make sure that people understand we're not lowering our police budget. I mean, technically it's a little lower, but it's not because we were taking resources away from the police. So can you please speak to that?
Let me go right to the page. No, it changed. Okay, the workers' compensation premium was increased, so we charged police department and other departments with that portion of the increase for the cost of paying the insurance premium for workers' compensation. That is pretty much the bulk of the change between the preliminary and the tentative budget.
Or just for the record to clarify, we're not taking any resources away from the police department, correct?
No, sir, not under our watch.
Perfect. Thank you, Madam Manager.
Thank you for that most important clarification, Vice Mayor. And I can tell you, under my watch, that will not happen as well. But thank you for that clarification. So, Madam Clerk, I believe you read E already into the record, yes?
Yes, Madam Mayor.
Okay, I need a motion on E, on item E.
Motion.
Oh, okay.
I've got a motion, I need a second. I need a second.
I call the motion.
Oh, okay, so I got a motion from Commissioner Blanes and a second from Commissioner Blanca. Madam Clerk, please call the vote.
Yes, Commissioner Blanca, how do you vote?
Yes.
Commissioner Blanes,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Diaz-Padrón,
Yes.
Mayor Rodriguez,
Yes.
4-0, item passes.
Madam Mayor, if I
Yes.
may, I'd
Yes.
like to clarify the Vice Mayor's question, which I didn't understand the question, and Mercedes called it to my attention. Now, I thought he was referring to the operational costs. Vice Mayor, I'd like to clarify. The final budget for the police department has decreased over last year because we had attrition within the department. Our former chief retired. We have salary savings from officers that have moved on, and we have entry-level police officers that have caused us the opportunity to save the money, but no cuts. Everything that they have requested that they need to operate the department has been fully funded.
Thank you for
I
the
hope that-
clarification. Yeah, for sure.
I hope
Thank you.
that you're welcome.
Thank you, Madam Manager.
Thank you, Luli.
Okay, let's see, we called the vote already. So next item, Madam Clerk.
Yes, item 4F, resolution of the City of West Miami, Florida, adopting the final water enterprise fund budget for the year 2020-2021 in the sum of $799,776. That's it. That's the resolution.
Thank you. I need a motion on item F.
Motion.
Thank you.
Second.
I have a second. Madam Clerk, call the vote.
Commissioner Blanes, how do you vote?
Yes.
Commissioner Blanca,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Diaz-Padrón,
Yes.
Mayor Rodriguez,
Yes.
4-0, item passes.
Thank you. Next item.
Item 5, good of the order.
Does anyone have anything for the good of the order? I do. I want to thank each and every one of you. I know we all took the time to meet with the manager and ask questions so that we knew this budget inside and out. So I want to thank you all for taking the time to sit with her. Madam Manager Luli, I want to thank you both for your time in going over the budget with us. Very detailed, and you're always detailed and professional way and very informative. So thank you for that. And I thank you for all the hard work that once again, you and the finance director and the finance department put together this so very important budget for the city of West Miami. Anybody else?
Thank you, Madam Mayor, and members of the City Commission for the trust that you have placed in each and every one of us. It's about teamwork. And everybody knows exactly what they're doing, and that's the beauty of this city. The institutional knowledge kicks in.
And once again, I want to thank all the departments. You know, we might be turning the corner here on this situation that we're all living through. So I want to thank each and every one of you for all that you've done, always going over and above to help get us through and to keep the city stable and safe during these times. So with that said, I want to wish everyone a wonderful rest of the evening. I look forward to when we can be back together again. I don't know when it is, but we will obviously wait until it is safe for us all to return to have our meetings together. In the meantime, stay safe, stay well.
Thank you.
I need a motion to
Likewise.
adjourn.
Motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. This meeting's
Madam Mayor?
adjourned. Yeah, yes,
Madam
sir.
Mayor?
Yes, sir.
Just to advise Juan Pena that I'm going to call him now.
Juan Pena, the attorney's gonna call you now. Thank you all. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Calling you on the phone now.